and welcome to the latest behind the scenes episode and the last episode for this year. Today I'm going to take you flying into the cold of my hometown. It recently snowed here in Germany, and once the weather cleared up I decided to go for some winter flying and to take some aerial photographs. The first problem is getting the airplane started, and as you can see here, we are having our difficulties. Airplanes are equipped with 12 or 24 volt batteries, similar to car batteries. Due to the cold, the battery is weak, and if the airplane wasn't flown for a few days or even weeks, it's difficult to turn the starter with what is left in the battery. The starter motor turns the crankshaft and requires a high amperage, up to 160 amps. Since the engine uses a magneto system, the ignition sparks are independent from the aircraft's electrical system and the battery. So once the starter is able to turn the crankshaft over the dead center of the impulse coupling, it's enough for the ignition system to produce a spark and start the engine. But you can see here how difficult it was, as the battery power is only able to provide the starter motor with enough amps for one revolution. And the resistance of the cold oil in the engine block adds to the problem.
Läuft!
Now that the engine is running, it's time to taxi. And taxiing the aircraft on snow or ice needs to be done with care. In this airfield the first snow wasn't removed and partially melted. And then it snowed again and it was covered by a second layer of snow. It's similar to driving a car on an icy road. Don't go too fast and be careful with the turns. As you steer an aircraft with your nose wheel steering and the help of differential braking, it's more difficult than driving a car, because the use of brakes is very limited on the ice. And this results in the next problem, the engine run-up. In order to check the engine, you have to bring it to a higher RPM, 1700 RPM in this case. And with the ice beneath the snow, the brakes wouldn't hold the aircraft in place, no matter how hard I was standing in the pedals. On takeoff, the snow slows you down as your wheels have to overcome the resistance. But on the other hand, with the ice beneath it, you have to be careful with your rudder, not to oversteer your airplane and skid off the runway. But flying in the snow is actually fun and not as difficult as it may sound. So now enjoy some impressions of my hometown in the winter. Landing the aircraft on a snowy runway is not much different to a normal landing. You have to be careful once you touch down that you don't overuse your rudder. And once on the ground, let the snow slow you down before using any brakes. Early and heavy braking might lead to skidding. One effect, especially during low light conditions and at low altitude, is the so-called whiteout. Due to the complete and featureless white surrounding, it's difficult to judge your altitude during the landing flare, similar to a night landing. That's it. I hope you enjoyed flying in the winter. You can check out more aerial photos of my hometown on my Facebook page or Flickr. The links are in the video description. So thanks for watching. I wish everyone a blessed and happy new year 2015, and I'll see you next year. If you like this video, there's much more on my channel and also on my other YouTube channel. And why not subscribe, then you won't miss any new videos. So take care till the next video. Bye bye.